Hi guys, Lindsay here with Storybook Family Farm. Today I wanted to show you some of the side yard. This area here will eventually be our Zen garden. So if you pan this way, you can see that there's a small little clubhouse over here. That actually is in good structural shape. I was really surprised. The first night I walked up there, I was actually quite tipsy because I was like, if I fall through, I want some instant pain relief so that way I don't know how bad I've hurt myself. But yeah, so Tracy was actually on the ground basically waiting to catch me if I fell through, but I didn't fall. It's actually in good structural standing. So eventually we'll probably turn that into like a little studio office space or something. I enjoy painting. I'm not that great at it yet, but I figured that there's a really nice view over here that would serve for really good inspiration. I don't know what that big boom was. I don't know if that'll be caught on camera or not. There was just, it sounded like a big explosion or something that happened out over yonder. So there's a massive, hundreds of acres field right behind it, or right in front of the house and in front of that little clubhouse. So I figured that that'd make a really nice backdrop to paint different stuff. I pretty much just like to paint landscape, so definitely still an amateur about it. So what we're gonna do today, Tracy's the one who's actually filming this, so this is her debut of filming. So if it's not that great, just have to give her beginner's luck. She's very afraid and nervous and shy to be on camera, so I figure this way I have her helping, but she's off camera so she feels a little bit more comfortable. You can say hi, babe.
Hi.
Anyway, so here is the massive trash pile. I talk in many videos about how much trash there is here. The washer was left inside. We pushed it outside because we're going to scrap it. Same with the fridge. The previous owners were kind enough when they left this home in June to leave a bunch of food inside of there. So we have no idea if this fridge works, but we were not willing to mess with cleaning it because it's disgusting. It is beyond disgusting. So then here's the old kitchen sink and the countertop. We just got signed up for trash service. That starts this week, so we're going to start throwing different stuff away instead of just bagging it up and setting it places. So this trash pile is actually quite large. It's probably like an 8-foot by 10-foot area that's covered up with trash. But anyways, so if you walk this way with me. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut some of these trees down that are over by the side of the house here. I don't want their roots growing into the house. So what I like to use for cutting down small stuff is just a Sawzall. You can come closer. It's not very loud, but if you do have sensory issues or very sensitive ears like I do, you might want to turn your volume down before I start. AKA, Mom, if you're watching, this is time for you to turn it down. So I'm going to start with the smaller one over here, just so that way it's out of the way and easier to do. Like it's an elderberry, but it's definitely growing not in a very good space. That's one thing that we've been really surprised about here is as we've been walking around the lands, we've been able to find a lot of different wild perennials that are growing naturally here. So it's kind of neat to go from a space where there really wasn't much stuff growing and we had to add everything to coming to a space that has so much abundance of things like elderberries that at one point it was like 20 something bucks for one elderberry plant. I think in 2020 isn't that what we paid?
I think
like
it was like 20 bucks.
That my mom had paid for,
Yeah.
for some. Like it was just insane. And then here they're just growing. They're, if you know what plants look like when you go to a space, even in the spring when nothing's got leaves on it, you can always kind of tell what's around and stuff. So it's been really fun being able to identify a bunch of different stuff that's here. I keep noticing this arrow that's on the ground. Put that inside. So it's kind of neat to see. Stopped when it was going because I was like, I don't know how safe this little awning is that I'm standing under. If this thing falls towards me and the awning isn't in good shape, like it's about to be filmed that I'm turning into a pancake.
Well, at least it was only part of the tree.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be too bad.
That was I definitely think that was a cherry.
It looks like it.
How hard it was to cut through. Stuff.
It looked like a cherry by the bark too.
Yeah, it definitely does. Alright, so I'm going to cut the rest of it down off of camera just because I'm going to actually, you can back up a smidge. I'm going to actually have Tracy hold on to it just because I realized while I was potentially turning into a pancake that I do not have any faith in that little awning, and I have a lot more faith in Tracy than I do the awning. So, with that being said, I'm going to have her stop filming so she can ensure my safety and my emotional and physical well-being, so you guys don't see me screaming like a little girl if it starts coming towards me. We've had some crazy experiences with cutting down trees, especially with my dad. Back a long time ago, probably like 7 years ago or something like that, we were helping him cut down some trees that were by our one house that we had, and the one, he told us, oh yeah, it'll fall that way. So don't run that way. We're like, okay, we'll run the other way. Well, as it started falling the way that we started running, the tree was pretty much chasing us and we pretty much had to dive to save our lives. So we're a little bit gun shy around trees and cutting trees down, even if they're small. I mean, you could still get hurt, and ain't nobody got time for that, especially with how much work we got to get done here. So anyways, if you guys are enjoying this content, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that way you'll be notified every time we post a new video. Which will actually help us grow a lot because it'll basically tell YouTube like, hey, these people are enjoyable to watch, so we'll show it to more people that haven't watched it. So yeah, give this video a thumbs up, comment if you have any tips or tricks or suggestions towards beautifying the house, or if you guys have any topics or videos that you'd like to see at some point. We pretty much are jack of all trades that are just kind of winging everything. We know a little bit enough to be dangerous, and then we basically consult my dad for everything else because he has like almost 56 years experience of being a jack of all trades. So that's that. By the way, Dad, thank you for all of your help. We love you very much.
Yes, thank you.
None of this would be possible without my dad. He definitely has been our own personal little hero, from me asking questions about electrical to asking random toilet questions in the middle of the night and all sorts of stuff, because like we know enough to wing it and to do this stuff. But they actually remodeled their whole house. They've done that. I helped them when I was young do that, the one house that I grew up in, and then we moved, and then they remodeled that, and then they moved, and then I helped remodel that one. So we have a lot of experience working together. So it's kind of beautiful that it's able to come to fruition of him helping us with our own home instead of it being, flipped around. So huge amount of gratitude goes out to my parents for all of their help. So yeah, anyways, I gotta get that cut. We got some homemade dog food on the stove right now. At some point we would like to be able to show you guys how we make dog food. We have not fed our dogs commercial dog food in 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah. So, I mean, and nobody's died. So, and we have a pug with a finicky stomach. So, and she doesn't get the diarrhea or anything that she was getting with the commercial feed once 2020 started. So at some point we will show that, but since our kitchen is still kind of in shambles, it's kind of sketchy just for us to make it right now. So anyways, I'll wrap this up so we can get busy. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.